In the following lecture, we are going to talk about 10 exponential law. How many? 10 exponential law. Now, the first law states that a to the power of m multiply a to the power of n is equivalent to a to the power of m plus n. So let's see the example. If we have 2 to the power of 2 multiply 2 to the power of 3, so 2 to the power of 2 is actually 2 times 2, and 2 to the power of 3 is 2 times 2 times 2. So in total, we have 2 multiply itself for 5 times. Therefore, we can write 2 to the power of 5. Now, as we can see here, actually the 5 here is equivalent to 2 plus 3. So therefore, we know that if we sum the exponent, we will still get the same answer. So therefore, right, to solve this problem, we can actually just sum the exponent 2 plus 3, and we have the answer. Now the formula here is to help us to simplify our calculation. We do not have to show the calculation like this every time. So we can simply just sum the exponent. The second exponential law says that a to the power of m divided by a to the power of m is equivalent to a to the power of m minus n. Right, let's look at example 2. Now, if we have 2 to the power of 3 divided by 2 to the power of 2, so 2 to the power of 3 is 2 multiplied by itself 3 times, and we have 2 to the power of 2. So by simplifying this calculation, we have 2 here. Therefore, we also know that to get this answer, we can simply subtract the exponent 3 minus 2, which is 1, and 2 to the power of 1, meaning 2 multiply itself by 1 time, so the answer is 2. The third exponential law states that a to the power of m to the power of n is equivalent to a to the power of mn and is equivalent to a to the power of m, a to the power of n to the power of m. Now what does that mean? It means that if we have an expression like this, we can actually just multiply the exponent, or we can actually swap the two values here. Now example 3 here, we can see, we have 2 to the power of 3 to the power of 2. Now it means that 2 to the power of 3 is multiplied by 2 times. And 2 to the power of 3 itself means that 2 multiply 3 times. So 2 to the power of 3 multiply 2 times. And from here, we can see we have 2 to the power of 6 in total. 2 multiply itself by 6 times. So the 6 here actually shows that this is equivalent to 3 times 2. So we can simply multiply these two values to get the answer. Also, we are able to rearrange the 6 of 2 here to 2 times 2 bracket 2 times 2 bracket 2 times 2. Therefore, we have 2 squared for how many times? 3 times. So you can see here, if we swap these two values, they are still equal. Therefore, this formula here tells us that if we have something like this, we can actually multiply the exponent, which is 6, or we can actually swap the two values. The formula number 4 says that if we have a to the power of negative n, so this is equivalent to 1 over a to the power of n. Right, the negative here shows that a to the power of n here is the denominator of a fraction. Let's take a look on the example. Now, if we have 2 to the power of 2 divided by 2 to the power of 5, we can rewrite this calculation as 2 to the power of 2 over 2 to the power of 5. So on the right-hand side, we can simplify this calculation. 2 and 2 here simplified. So we will have 1 as numerator, and for the denominator, we have 3. So we will get on the right-hand side 1 over 2 to the power of 3. Now let's consider the left-hand side. Now the left-hand side here, from the second exponential law, we know that we can actually solve the divide by subtract the exponent. So we have 2 to the power of 2 minus 5. And from here, we will get 2 to the power of negative 3. By putting these two together, now we know that 2 to the power of negative 3 is actually 1 over 2 to the power of 3. Now the fifth exponential law says that if we have a to the power of 1 over n, so this is equivalent to a to the root of n. So if the exponent is a fraction, the denominator here represents the root of the base. So let's take a look let's take a look at example 5. If we have 2 to the power of 1, we can change this value 1 to be 2 over 2. And using the law number 3, we can actually take the 2 out. Right? So we have power 1 over 2 multiplied 2. So by moving this 2 to the left-hand side, now we have square root of 2. Right? The square on the right-hand side, when we move this to the left, it will be a square root. Therefore, 2 to the power of 1 over 2 is actually square root of 2. So this 2 here, the denominator of the exponent, represent the root. So if you have 1 over 3, therefore it will be the cube root of a. And if this is 10, then it will be a to the root of 10.